My fault. I'm here to speak on the Day of Atonement and a little on the ways of our opponent. If they got laid in the grave, I wouldn't convey condolence, but that could wait a moment. I want to focus on who we be. A few reincarnated, noble Drew Ali's. But prison food had me feeling like a patient being poisoned through his IV, trying to uproot and remove the God out of me. They must know something. But there's 8 steps to atonement you don't get from bribery. So I'm gonna go through all 8 and how they apply to me. Step 1, point out your wrongs. My list of wrongs is long. Like Erykah Badu going on and on and on. I've robbed people, I fought people, lied to people, shot people, saw users risk it all on potentially hot shot needles. Had my brother help me bag up, sold my own dad crack, and thought it was something to laugh at. How sad is that? Do I deserve another chance if my life's under review? I don't know, but I acknowledge my wrongs. And that was step number 2. Step 3 is confession. I gotta be careful with that. Most of us come from the hood where it's all high stakes. I've done things like you done things, whereas we all could relate. They could guess at what we did, but still could not be sure. Let's say we got away with a lot more than we got caught for. Cause Big Brother's watching, you know that eye in the sky. So I won't give out enough info in these lines where you could get me locked up on my unsolved crimes, but I confess to other things like not reaching my potential. Times I should have spoke up but had no words like an instrumental. The writing was on the wall, but I pretend it wasn't legible. None of my people sleep, comatose, non-edible vegetables. Leave me alone, I'm in that zone. I fight the feds alone and on my own. I went to trial without a lawyer and handled my business, beat the main charge, 100 months off of my sentence. But let me tie that to repentance, which is step 4. Cause once I got what I wanted, the rest was ignored. I should have kept studying law, but fell back and fell off. Unselfishly, I could have helped other brothers be well off, but I didn't. The next step is atonement. I did many things I regret, but I own it. Wish I could make it all right. But not by pleading guilty to a jury that's all white. I mean by like volunteering at them homes who take care for the elderly, or start a business that hires people coming home with felonies, or be a mentor, shape and mold our at-risk youth, help communities call truce, you know, things of some use. The next step is 6. 6 is forgiveness, which is I asked forgiveness from my grandma, didn't join her at church. Forgiveness from my sister, used her car to put in work. Forgiveness from my man, I hit one of his side ladies. I told him soon as it happened, but the fact is that still was shady. Forgiveness from my neighborhood, I helped lower its merits. Forgiveness from my ex-wife, I gave up on my only marriage. Forgiveness from my youngin', taught him to cook Coke with soda. Forgiveness from my mom, I ain't never get that diploma. Hope she know the system attacks blacks before we're grown up. That's the skunk of the earth's foul odor, is no aroma. And I don't even cuss. But fuck. When the rules are so rigged, how are we supposed to adjust? The U.S. does what it wants and excludes such and such, even though U.S. is how you spell us. Guess us means them. But on to step 7, restoration to the residents of my inward heaven. I'm trying to be in connection with those who have the same strength as my wavelength's projection. It may take meditation, it's going to take planning. Surely going to take knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It takes more than solo acts. It takes all of ours. It doesn't accept weakness at all. It takes power. It takes courage, not cowards, to have our black women's vulnerabilities to society be devoured. so they could stand as tall as towers. And you could be proud knowing you were involved, but on to that final step, perfect union with God, which means perfect union with myself. That's why there's no sympathy for a black man crying, a black man whining. They know the black man's divine. Come on, we live in hell on earth. That takes God to make it through. Stop running from your calling like some kind of phone's chasing you. Pick up where prophets left off and try to take it further. Put on your mental bow tie, become a people server. Then let the Quran, Bible, and your heart merger. Comprehend the fact that man is God and vice versa. That was hard for me at first, cuz I sought the wrong doctrine. A mixture of true lies, Satan's synagogue concoction. Letting go of it was like withdrawal, detoxing. Now the earth, well, the universe is my allotment. I've been doing a lot better at standing on my square. I'm not accurately portrayed by that man in the mirror. That just reflects what visibly appears to be clear, but not the energy from my pineal gland, the atmosphere. I speak it, then be it. I say it and portray it. My God consciousness confidence is no longer evasive. So today I voiced my flaws and admitted my faults. Through all 8 of those steps, and that was my intended result. No more beds in the belly of the beast. No resort. Your chair is a throne. Don't give up your seat. Rosa Parks. Because when people talk about Allah, Ra, God, and Jah, pay attention, black people, because they talking about Jah. Peace.